notes for my December 2024 reading of a 2017 biography of Elvis Presley. Today is Friday, 27 December 2024. I'm Tanis Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. I'm Tanis Presley, she, her, hers of Graceland. And I'm going to talk through my book and reading notes for my December 2024 reading of a biography on music artist Elvis Presley, Being Elvis, A Lonely Life by Ray Connolly. 2017 Liveright Publishing Corporation, First United States of America edition, hardcover, ISBN in the video description. I started the book on Saturday, 21 December 2024, and finished the book on Friday, 27 December 2024. It's 362 pages. It took me 6 days of reading. I read 20 pages Saturday, 85 pages Sunday, 70 pages Monday, 75 pages Wednesday, 50 pages Thursday, and 62 pages Friday. The public library copy. This is one where I put it on hold. And then there were 2 copies of the book, and it still wasn't being fulfilled. And then one of the copies of the book went missing. So then I canceled my hold and replaced it, and then it's shipped. So with the 1 copy. So a copy went missing, and this is the 1 copy that remained, the bottle copy. So I got the bottle copy because that was all that was left, but I had to cancel it and place the hold again to get it going, so to speak. It's a library, King County library system. Yeah, sometimes they're library curiosities. I've been covering that on this channel for a few years now. Okay. I'm not throwing no hate. I volunteered at the King County Library System when I was growing up, and I've been an avid patron all the way back, starting in the 1990s to present. And every decade that I've been alive for. 1990s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. Yeah. So, not only have I lived in King County, I have made... I have not neglected my public library system. So this is just the most recent of the books that I'm doing a book/reading notes for. This is longer than I was. Okay, so I'm going to go into book notes, including construction and design. It's a profile view. So there's the front words and then profile. So this is a profile view. Look, we're looking at each other. We have Elvis Presley way back when. He looks a little bit different now. No! One of my little things just fell out. No, I'm never gonna find my way now. Oh dear. Well, guess it wasn't meant to be. Dang. Okay, so, but they're full text pages, like this. And it was 1.0 spacing and like medium font. So it was actually a little bit, it was like a 2 to 3 minute minutes per page reading. Yes, because it like there's like no space between the, but not no space, but like there's it fully occupied my eyeballs. So there we go. And there were 3 sections with pictures in it that are kind of in line. They're on shiny pages, glossy pages. So the normal pages are like normal page of the book, and then they're glossy. Yes, with captions. I liked it. It was my little brain. There was so much information in this book, and then the style, I was just like, ew. This might be like the most difficultly formatted book for me to read this year. Not complaining, it's good. Like, there's a bunch of information in here. So, like, I read it probably about the pace I should have read it, especially for an initial reading. Okay. So, reading notes. So, it covers the whole life of Elvis Presley, which is like, he had a over 20-year career by the time he was 42, all in the, you know, entertainment, music/acting. So, there's, like... there's a lot left out, but it covers a lot of ground. So there's that. I did flag stuff. One of my little markers fell down, so I don't know how good I can peruse the page to see if I can find it. Yeah, I'm This and the share one. So I'm going to go through what I marked. It was good. I'll give 5 out of 5 stars. I do have I'm working on a video for New Year's Eve where I'm going to cover my top 5 books that I read this year in 2024, because this is a full book reading number 75. So can I chunk it down to 5, including like, so if I've read a full book more than once, then I have to choose one, you know, kind of thing. So I might read this beginning of 2025, this and the share one, because I'm kind of like, my little brain got fried. So I'm going to go through what I, for real. So I'm just going to go through what I marked. And good job of author. Ray Connolly did a good job, I thought, with this. I thought it was very well done. Let's see. Page 41. It's not page 41. That's right. I marked things a little different. Okay, pages 40 to 41. Johnny Cash started his career after Elvis Presley and actually was a good dude, and even said that he kind of, seeing Elvis was kind of what catapulted him on his career. And he actually, the book says that he credits Elvis Presley for that. I was like, good attribution of, not a pat on my back, but a pat on Johnny Cash's back. Good job, dude, for getting it attribution to the person who kind of got it inspired, right, and like got him going on his career, that kind of thing. Yeah, so somebody did it right, even if it was back in the 1950s. You gotta go back a ways for musicians to get it right. And, you know, at the time they debut. Okay, page 61. Publishing. Royalties. He did actually go on royalties. I've brought up royalties in the past for like me going back into science / mathematics. Royalties, patents, you know, doing that kind of stuff with my research. I believe in royalties. He used royalties in his work. So, okay, business thing. Page 89. This is one. Watch this have been. So Elvis promised the Colonel, Tom Parker, that he would not get married for 3 years. Now, with the temperament of Colonel Tom Parker, I'm going to guess that violating that would have ended very badly for Elvis Presley. Because that's a professional commitment, right? That's for the person saying you essentially get just me for 3 years with no distractions. So had he violated that, I would guess that would have been something that would have really triggered that's a huge violation in terms of what's been said. Which is not really about how things played out, but a supervisor's employee kind of dynamic that just be careful. That's a really big, strong commitment to one's career. Right? David Beckham goes, I know, I expect it. Elvis, Tanis, get over here. Okay. The mighty Englishman waving his finger somewhere. All right, page 128. He was like 127 to 128. So he served in the military. He was drafted in 1957, training in 1958, deployed, and then returned back in 1960. He was allowed to choose what branch of the military he was in, and he chose the Army. And I've said on this channel before that I would have choose the Army. And it was like 2 peas in a pod in that sense. All right, page 161. The term Memphis Mafia goes back to, they bring it up in this story here, it's 1960. And it was a reference to the people he had helping him out, Elvis, because he was based out of Memphis. So the Memphis Mafia, that term came from a journalist back in 1960 in reference to the people, the support team, and get it done, guys and gals of Elvis Presley. Page 162. hated the aroma of fish, so it was not allowed in his home. And I was like, that's also, I'm like, or at least to be cooked. And I was like, I'm not a big seafood person either. See, Elvis Presley and I peas in a pod and that as well. We're not the biggest seafood enthusiasts. Okay, page 178. I've watched the 2022 film Elvis over 15 times now, and there's like this, they go, Viva Las Vegas, and it's like an earworm that's been stuck in my brain for over a month now. It was actually a movie. I was like reading it and I was like, Viva Las Vegas. Viva. You know, like Las Vegas. Like it's just the how it's pronounced and like delivered in the movie. I was just like, ha, it's a movie. I don't think I put that together when I watched that movie, and I've seen it over 15 times. Okay. Page 186 something. This is the one where my little thing. It filled all the way down to the bottom. The thing I marked was at the top. Yeah, he thinks he put out there that part of the reason he took off, his career took off, was he spoke English. It's like nowadays that might be like Spanish or French or Portuguese. Like for a reason a person takes off. All right, page 207. Horses. Oh, essentially he when he bought things, he was committed. He really wanted the thing. So what would happen is the price of something would go from like $300 to $3,000 because he was committed to buying the thing. I was like, that's another business thing, you know? This and the royalties. Price hikes happen when somebody's loyal to something. So they're like, oh, we're going to exploit that and charge you more. As a negative. As a positive, it's maybe he's willing to pay more so we can make more, and then we love you even more, Elvis. That kind of thing. Like, I'll buy it anyway. All right, page 209. Quote, in romantic moments, he entertained the notion of being converted overnight into a faithful family man, unquote. So if Elvis Presley is mine, my Elvis Presley / Austin Butler, is that what he's going to do? The squirrels go, what? We're ready. We want those walnuts. Okay. All right, page 246. There's a quote in here that was actually used in the movie, but I'm just gonna repeat a part of it in the 2022 film Elvis. So every dream I ever had has come true 100 times. Unquote. I was like, he was consistent. He was very consistent. All right. In conclusion, that marked full book number 75 for me for the 2024 year. 5 out of 5 stars. Honestly, maybe more like 100 out of 5 stars in terms of just like preserving the temperament of an individual. And my next book is my final book. We'll see if I can finish it this year. Originally published back in 1914, Dubliners by James Joyce. Library copy. I bought it from the library. Baltimore Orioles Mariners 1990s ticket on a page 117 where there's a Leonard. Somebody knew I would pluck this off and buy it. So, there we go. Anyway, those are my notes for my December 2024 reading of 2017 biography of Elvis Presley.